Guys, I don't even know where to start with this video. But this video is about my old co-worker from Metro Lift getting murdered by her so-called boyfriend. And he used to work at Metro Lift with us. He was a bus washer and a gas fueler. He was a service worker. And when they first met over there, she used to always be sitting down talking to him at the gas pump. She used to always distract him from his job, like all the time. And it used to really upset me at the time too, you know. They used to always talk, like over and over again. And so I asked him, I said, are y'all dating or like, are y'all in a relationship? And he used to always say, nope, we not dating. I'm just being friendly. But he wasn't really too friendly because we had got into it a while back. And he had said that he was going to light me up, you know, and light up the whole entire building. Like, he did have some mental problems back then, too. He said that he didn't have the best relationship with his mom when he was younger. He said his mom, like, just abandoned him. So he had trust issues. And I remember a long time ago, I used to always take him home from work. And he had told me that his last relationship didn't work out because she had got mad. They had got into an argument on the freeway or something. And he put her out on the side of the freeway. And I said, why would you put your girlfriend out on the side of the freeway? This was his ex-girlfriend, not the girlfriend that he murdered. I said, why would you put her out on the side of the freeway? He said, because she was talking mess. She was talking noise. So I put her out. I told her, hey, walk home. You want to talk all that noise? Walk home. And then he said that she was going to call her brother to come beat him up. And he was like, I'll kill that nigga. I said, you really said that? He said, yeah. So right then, I knew that he had some mental problems. And when he said that he was going to light me up and burn the whole entire building up, I knew he had mental problems. And he used to always be standing up in the corner, like, we'll be working and everything, and he'll just be standing like at a corner. He used to be sneaking up on you. Like, he was real quiet and real sneaky with it. And he'll just be looking at us like he was possessed. He'll have this look in his eyes like, he'll look like that, like look like real crazy, like, and just stand there like a statue. And we were like, you all right, man? Like, you all right? And so him and his girlfriend got together. I knew that they were dating, but I guess they wanted to keep it like a secret. But everybody knew that they were dating. I mean, you could put two and two together. I caught them in the same car together. Like, I was on my lunch break one day, and I just saw them. They were sitting in the same car together. And then I found this out last month. He had stopped working there back in December last year. So last month, his best friend, which was also the supervisor from Metro Lift, he got fired. But he came over to my house. He had said that, hey, you know, I'm going to just call out his real name because he's gone to glory. So I really don't think that it matters. And the news is not giving out enough information. But I know like a whole bunch of information on this story. He said, hey, you know, Jared getting married to that girl. I said, what girl are you talking about? I'm going to say her real name too, you know. I just feel like somebody needs to know something because the news didn't give out their identities. So her name was La Jessica and his name was Jared. I really don't want to give out their last names, but I do the first names. I just don't want to be a part of all this because I had nothing to do with it. But I just know, like, I knew all their business because his best friend, which was the supervisor for Metro Lift, he used to tell me everything. So he said, yeah, you know, Jared and Jessica, they getting married next year, and I'm gonna be the best man in the wedding. I said, oh, really? He said, yeah, you want to come too? And I really didn't care for Jared too much. I really didn't like him as a person. Not too much. I really didn't care for him all that much. I know I shouldn't be talking about him. I'm just keeping it real. I'm keeping it 100% real. I'm not sugarcoating nothing. I'm keeping it 100% real. I didn't really care for Jared like that. And like I told him, I said, you know, I don't mess with Jared like that. I don't really talk to Jared like that. So no, I'm not gonna go to the wedding. Why would I go to the wedding if I'm not really, you know, friends with him? I really don't care for him as a person. So he was like, well, I'm gonna be the best man in the wedding. And so I'm gonna fast forward to Tuesday. Was it Tuesday? Yeah, it was Tuesday night. I'm gonna fast forward to Tuesday night. So I was just getting to work. And I get a phone call from the morning supervisor. And I knew something was wrong because I don't never get a phone call from him late at night like that. I thought he was just calling to see how I was doing. So I missed his call because I was just signing in to work to get my paperwork. So when I got out of the office, I answered the phone. Well, I called him back. And I said, hey, what's up? And he was like, hey, do you remember Jessica from Metro Lift? I said, yeah, I know Jessica. He said, did you hear what happened to her? I said, did she get fired or something? Or did she quit? What happened? Did she get robbed? What happened? He said, do you remember the guy that she was dating? I said, yeah, she was dating Jared, the old bus washer and the old service worker. He said, yeah, he killed her. My jaw just dropped. I was like, he killed her? What you mean he killed her? He killed her. He killed her. And then he killed himself. I said, shut the fuck up. He killed himself? What? I didn't know how to react. So I told him, I said, nah, that ain't true. That ain't true. Because if it was true, his best friend would have called and told me. I'm not going to use his real name. But his best friend would have called and told me something. I said, you know what? Let me call him to see if it's true. So I hung up the phone with him. And I called his best friend. And so when I got on the phone with him, like, it sounded like he was crying when he answered the phone. He was like, hey, what's up, Charles? I said, oh, my God, it must be true. And then he was like, what must be true? I said, are you crying? He said, no, I was stretching. I'm laying down in bed. What's up? I said, did you hear about what happened? They said, I just got a phone call saying that Jared just killed himself. No, that ain't true. Who told you that? I said, I just got a phone call from the morning supervisor saying that he killed himself. No, that ain't true. He don't know what he talking about. So he just started yelling. I said, okay, when was the last time that you talked to him? He said, I was just with him on Saturday. I said, okay, this is Tuesday. He told me he just killed himself this morning. He said, nah, that ain't true. I was just with him on Saturday. I said, when was the last time that you talked to him? On Saturday. I said, okay, try to call him and see if it's true because my heart is like beating real fast. So try to call his phone and see if it's true and try to call her phone and see if they answer. He said, nah, that's a rumor. I ain't got to call nobody. I say, please do it because I need to know if it's true or not. So he was like, nah, it ain't true. It ain't true. So he hung up the phone. 30 minutes later, he called me back. He was like, what's up, Charles? And so I thought he was just calling to see how I was doing, you know, because I was like, you know what, maybe it's not true. You know, because he best friends with him. He know everything about him. Hey, he's going to be the best man in their wedding. So he ought to know if they would have got killed, right? So he said, yep, the story is accurate. He killed her. I said, shut up. He said, yeah, bro. He killed her, then he turned around and shot himself in the head. I said, oh, man, so it is true. I said, but you said that he loved her. He said, yeah. And you said that they were getting married. He said, yeah. But they ain't getting married no more, man. I said, man. Ooh, that's so sad. That's so sad. I just don't know where to start. And it's been on my mind for ages. You know, all week it's been on my mind. Because she was a good person, you know. She used to always help me out. She used to always help me with the buses. She used to always speak to me. We always held a conversation every time I saw her at work. And never once, not one time did she say he's abusing me or he's too possessive or he's too aggressive or, you know, the way that he loves me is so scary. She never said anything bad about this guy. And then he turns around and kills her. And then he cowards out and kills himself. And the reason why he killed himself is because he knew that he was going to be in prison. You don't get respect from me after you kill somebody. You don't get respect from me for that. You don't get respect. I'm sorry, but you just don't. There's no excuse for that. And then the news article said that he went to his car and got the gun. When he went to his car, he could have just simply drove off and went home. Because his best friend told me that they just moved together last Friday. He was going over to her apartment, spending the night, but he wasn't living there. But he had just moved in there. And his best friend helped him move in there. And then he turns around and kills this poor girl. Like, why would you do that? And he said that she thought that he was cheating on her. And he thought that she was cheating on him. And they didn't have, you know, they didn't have proof that they was cheating on each other. But that still don't give you a reason to kill her. Like, why? Did you turn around and kill yourself? I just don't know what to say. But my prayers are with their families because I know their families are going through it. Oh, man, I just don't know what to say no more. I just don't know what to say. I'm at a loss of words. And I don't know when the funeral is going to be. And I don't know if it's going to be a funeral. But I got in touch with a lot of my old co-workers. And I told them about it. They said that they're going to try to attend the funeral. I just don't know what to say. I'm at a loss of words right now. I really can't believe this. But my co-workers, my old co-workers always said that he looked like those type of people that'll beat his girlfriend and turn around and kill her. They always said it, and they were right. I just don't know what to say. I used to take the guy home from work. Like, I used to take him home after work back then. I used to do all that. Like, we used to live right around the corner from each other. Oh man, this is crazy. I can't believe it. Like, this is way too close to home. Like, you see a lot of these stories on the news, but you just don't really, it don't really hit you that hard until it's somebody that you know. Oh man, this is crazy. But my prayers are with both of their families. And just keep them in y'all's prayers. I just don't know what to say. I'm going to end the video because I'm at a loss of words. Just pray for them. All right, I'll talk to y'all later.